and you're going to become intrigued about these different scents and you don't know where to start, guess what? We've got you covered. This is called the State of Grace. It really is a wardrobe of fragrance. You're getting 3 different scents. It comes also with a bonus box of the beautiful Box of Miracles, which is going to be your skincare too. That includes a Customer Choice Beauty Award winner for Best Skin Cleanser. By the way, that's just a thank you. But the 3 fragrances alone, I have to tell you, this is amazing because you're looking at 3 fragrances for an event price that's less than $90. If you go to QVC.com, just one of these sprays is $48 on its own. So you're looking at $144 worth of beautiful scents that you're getting for $54 less. So really fragrance for me, and I'll talk about my story later. For a person who never wore perfume outside of maybe when I was in 8th grade and did a little bit Love's Baby Soft.
We all had those.
As an adult woman, never wore fragrance because it was always too strong for me. It made too much of a statement. And when I smelled, in this case, Amazing Grace, that was it. I was like, this was my scent, finally something for me.
That's really the iconic one and where fragrance started at Philosophy. When we created fragrance, we wanted to give you something that was going to leave you feeling clean, but with a spark of emotion and something that's also going to calm the senses. We completely reinvented fragrance and how women wear it because of that. And never will our fragrances be overwhelming. They're fragrances that are meant to be discovered and never, ever announced.
So why this kit? Why these 3?
We wanted to put these 3 together because we wanted to talk about that wardrobe of fragrance. We know at Philosophy that if you want to change your mood, it's as easy as changing your fragrance. So depending on how you want to feel that day, maybe you want to enhance the mood you're in. Sometimes my husband tells me I need to change it all together, and he says, please grab the Amazing Grace. And you can do that with fragrance. This is one way maybe you can try something new that you haven't tried before, and you can mix and match and blend your fragrances and create your own custom grace.
Okay, so what we're going to give you is we're going to give you a 2-ounce Amazing Grace. We're also going to give you the 2-ounce Pure Grace, another one of my favorites, and then a 2-ounce of Living Grace. So let's talk about the different scents.
Yes, so Amazing Grace is really where it all started with Philosophy. It was our first fragrance that we introduced, and it's clean, but there's a femininity to it too. There's a little whisper of floral, and when you wear it, you feel pretty, you feel confident, you stand a little bit taller. You know, maybe on a day you wake up and your hair's just not doing what you want it to do, you can't seem to get your outfit together, and nothing's going the way that you want it to go, you just don't feel like a lady. Put Amazing Grace on and you smell beautiful and you feel beautiful. And then we have Pure Grace. So for those of you who are super busy, I'm going to point out Stacey. I know you love Amazing Grace, but some days I know you need this because you have 2 little kids. You live a little far distance from QVC.
Good hours drive away,
So you're extremely busy. There's all kinds of goings on in your life. This is the time when you need something that's just going to leave you feeling clean, like you just stepped out of the shower and you don't have time to think about your fragrance.
I love the Pure Grace when I'm going to be out playing around with my kids. I know I'm running around with them, so it's just nice and clean.
I love it too. I think it's a really great fragrance, especially if you're really active too. And if you have someone else in your life, even if you have a guy in your life and loves to wear fragrance but doesn't want to smell overwhelming, they'll pick up on the Pure Grace too.
QVC host Alberti Popaj loves the Pure Grace, and he uses it. Yeah, he does.
He carries it around in his little bag. I've seen it. And then we also have the Living Grace. And Living Grace to me is a fragrance that is all about living in the moment. Sometimes I have a hard time with that because I'm always thinking about, oh, what could I have done better yesterday? And then I'm trying to plan 2 or 3 days or weeks ahead. I try to think that I'm a good planner. I'm really not. But Living Grace keeps me focused and kind of on point. And it's a beautiful, sophisticated blend of neroli. There's a lily of the valley, so that floral comes in, makes it really pretty and feminine. And then there's a nice sheer musk. So I think with Living Grace, there's an elevated sense of sophistication with it.
They're also nice. And here's the difference with Philosophy, is because if you have ever been, and this is where I was, where when somebody walked into a room, you immediately knew it because the fragrance was overwhelming. And when they left the room, the fragrance stayed. And for me, that was a turnoff. And if you have found yourself in that place, this is so the opposite of that. This is just something light. It becomes a signature to you, but you almost have to get close to somebody. And then when you're just speaking, all of a sudden, it just slowly comes on, and it's like, then all of a sudden people are like, oh my gosh, you smell so good.
Right. And that's what you hear, not what fragrance are you wearing.
No, and that's a difference.
You know, it's funny, when you said that, it just dawned on me. You know, some people define a fine fragrance as something that's heavy or stronger or really kind of, you know, grabs your attention. But just like you were saying, you get that attention and then you want to move away. You want to go far away from that person. Where really it's the subtle sense that keeps the attention and keeps the person close to you. When we started creating fragrance at Philosophy, it wasn't about the notes that were in the fragrance. It was about the emotion and drawing people close to you and having them stay and want to be around you and giving you those compliments. And Amazing Grace, the first one to do that. We always say it's a guaranteed compliment in a bottle. Earlier we were bubbling up with some Amazing Grace shower gel, and immediately all of us, our senses started to calm. We started taking these big deep breaths because it's just a fragrance that's so pretty and feminine, yet it's just, you know, very subtle.
It is. And remember, this isn't a choice of. You're getting all 3 scents for you to try, or if you have 2 of the favorites here, keep the 2. The Pure and Amazing would be the 2 I'd keep, and I'd go ahead and give Living Grace to my mother-in-law. She loves that. But either way, you get to try all 3. And remember, one of these alone on QVC.com is $48. You're getting all 3 for $54 of a savings, because normally you would spend $144. And by the way, quickly, you're going to get this bonus box of the Miracles, which includes a Purity Cleanser, the Miracle Worker Cleanser, and a Miracle Worker Retinol Eye Treatment, because Philosophy, as much as their love for their fragrance, really began as a skincare company.
We did, and we just wanted to give you a little thank you, something that you can try, take with you on your travels, or if you want to pass it on to a friend who's told you how much they love your skin, this is one way to pay it forward.
And so that comes
a little thank you.
No extra charge. By the way, 5 easy payments. Gotta love that. So you get the kit home for $17.95. How many sold this week? Close to 1,000 already. So your item number to order, 827-0555. Your Amazing, Living, and Pure Grace fragrances, plus your Purity Cleanser and your Miracle Worker.